Someone asked, Joel, can I use that question you asked? Very thoughtful. Joel came up to me at the break and asked me a very insightful question. He says, if I'm doing everything I possibly can as a leader to really move my people up the performance curve, isn't that sort of, and these are my words, so at some point, aren't I being penalized for all of my work as a good leader to raise the bar in terms of how well my people are performing? That if I'm doing the right things as a leader, I should be moving people up that curve. Right? To me, that makes all the sense in the world. So my challenge to Cox is what we say is the performance sort of bars today needs to also shift, right? Because Joel said, hey, like, I love that bus driver, but what if all the other bus drivers decided, hey, they're going to do the same thing? So that becomes the standard. Now we have to, now we have to drive them to Chuck E. Cheese as part of the exceptional. So that's my challenge to Cox, is I think we have to continue to raise the bar in terms of what we define as excellence. So great question. Thank you for that, Joel. Appreciate that. So this part really is, I've been so excited about this when Andy asked me to be part of this. Because again, I have, when he asked me, I go, I don't know, I used to do a lot of this way back when I was an HR executive. But I forgot that over the last 17 years, I have given over 1,700 360s. And each of those 360s requires well over 2 hours of feedback. And then as an executive coach, I'm always giving people feedback. I go, so yeah, I think I know something about this. Thank you. So I want this time to provide you with evidence-based research, insights, and leading practices in how to deliver effective feedback that best supports and sustains employee development, growth, continuous improvement, and performance excellence. I think we all want those 4 things deeply. And I'm convinced as I look through your engagement results that you're doing so much well already. You should be really proud. I know there were a couple opportunities for improvement, but I think when David put up that one slide that showed that the number of favorable ratings was really, really high, and the amount of unfavorable, really unfavorable, were really, really low. Yes, we always have opportunities for improvement, but there's so much good that we need to nurture and celebrate. And so I think you should be very proud of where this organization's at and how far it's come, and more importantly, where you're going to take it. That's really exciting as well. Going to watch too oftentimes what performance review conversations go like.
Michael.
Yes, boss.
That was rubbish.
Was it?
Absolute
rubbish. What do you mean rubbish?
I've seen door-to-door salesmen do a better job than you've done.
Door-to-door salesman is a very respectable profession, I thought. What's wrong with door-to-door selling?
We're a professional company.
I know, yeah.
We need to be presenting that image. You've dropped your game. What's going on?
How do you mean I've dropped the game? I thought that, the client, basically I thought was responding well there. We look as though, well, certainly they haven't kicked us out yet. They're asking us to come back with more detail.
Listen,
that's a good sign,
you need to shape up or ship out.
Shape up or ship out?
You can't stay top dog by doing the same things you did last year.
No.
We've got to move with the times. You saw how that customer was behaving.
Yeah.
You need to really adapt and get your style up to a standard which we expect out of from this company.
But I saw the way the customer was behaving. What I saw was the customer saying...
Listen.
Sorry,
This is feedback. Can you just listen to it?
Okay, I'll listen.
It's really important to you. You might want to take some notes. This is really important for your development. If you don't do something about it, then you're not going to be here in 3 months' time.
Listen, really listen, right? How's that work? Not too well, right? 6 of the scariest words in the English language are, can I give you some feedback? Why? My own experience is, I shared with you my story that, not what you see, but what's in my internal dialogue is I'm not enough. And so when someone says, can I give you feedback? Instantly I go to, what have I screwed up? I mean, even now, when I get a call from a client that says, "Can I talk to you?" my little brain goes, "Oh no, what have I done wrong?" Right? And the good news is, the last several years, I can't think of a time when it was, someone to tell me I screwed up, but my still little brain goes there, like, "Oh no, I did something wrong." Right? So our sense of worth and our value can be at stake. And I have been reading deeply into the Dunning-Kruger effect, and it's alive and well. And it's these two researchers from the University of North Carolina, Dunning and Kruger, believe that one of the neat things about humanity is we tend to overrate and how smart and capable we really are. Like, I'll test it. How many really here in this room believe that you have above average emotional intelligence? Raise your hand. Come on, no, really? Come on, really? No. If you believe you have above average emotional intelligence, raise your hand. Come on. Yes. And then now, don't look at anybody, look at me. How many of you think the people sitting at your table have above average emotional intelligence? Oh, you guys are being kind. Usually when I do this, it's not, middle America and people in the Midwest are really kind. But in New York, they love this exercise. Like, every hand goes down. Right? So there is a tendency, and it's only gotten worse with the internet. Like, everybody can now be a Jeopardy expert, right, with Google. Right? So negative feedback can prompt defensiveness because, again, it doesn't match our view of ourselves. And when we get defensive, just like in that little cartoon, or not cartoon, but vignette, the boss's feedback was horrendous. It was attacking. It promoted defensiveness. And you could see when the boss is saying, "Hey, listen to me." The guy was looking down like, "I'm not listening to you, and when can I get out of here? It can't come fast enough." The other thing is, we tend to sometimes discount the assessments of others and can determine it to be unfair and inaccurate. One of the things that makes performance evaluation and performance feedback terrible is when it's secondhand. As soon as I say, "Hey, I heard from someone else," right? As soon as you hear that, you go, "Oh, great. So you didn't personally observe that." If you took a Psychology 101, you were probably exposed to the Johari Window. And essentially, the Johari Window says that there are things that are known to self and known to others, very open. And then there's things that are known to self, like my insecurities, that I try to portray something so you don't know about it. That's the hidden self. And then there's the I don't see how I'm coming across, but it's known to you, and that's the blinders. And then there's the parts that are unknown to me and unknown to you, and we call that the unknown, right? And so I believe for me to be the best me I can be, I need to be mindful of the areas I'm blind to, need to be mindful of the things that may be hidden to me, and hopefully by creating enough of a trusting relationship with the people I work with, that I can get some more insights into the unknown. All right, so I think there's a little video here.
And you want me to stay here till George gets up?
No, I'm okay. There's no problem, really. I'm fine.
Hey, go on. He's right in there, boy.
Yeah. All right. Hey, how was the party?
Food was good.
Yeah, so I didn't miss anything?
Well, actually, you did miss one little nugget of entertainment. Have you ever seen Elaine dance?
Elaine dance?
It's more like a full-body dry heave set to music.
Did she do the little kicks and the thumbs?
What, you mean you know about this?
For some time. It was about 5 years ago. I never knew what to say to her about it. It was one of those problems I hope would just go away.
Well, sometimes you can't help these people till they hit rock bottom.
And by then, you've lost interest.
You can't end a day without getting a little Seinfeld, but you know, Jerry and George have been holding back on Elaine all these years that she can't dance for beans, right? And as George says, well, sometimes you just have to hit rock bottom before you can hear the truth.